Okay, so what I want to go over today is quick. I'm going to try and make this video quick, but I know how it is watching something and it drags on and on and on. But what I want to go over is a lot of mental issues that people experience when they're dieting, especially when they're dieting and they're trying to lose fat very quickly, like on a 12 to 16 week plan, or they're getting ready for a bodybuilding competition or a photo shoot or whatever. Things that cause people a lot of mental anxiety and basically can stop them really from progressing past plateaus and things like that. It's difficult for a lot of people because a lot of people, their friends, their family don't really understand what they're doing. So they just see what they're doing as very weird and unneeded. So first of all, a lot of people don't have that support around them where, their colleagues at work or their friends, their family, even sometimes their partners, they don't know why they're eating the way they are, why they're doing the cardio, as much cardio as they're doing. And to them, they're looking at it thinking, wow, you're looking maybe a bit gaunt, or you're looking, withdrawn, or you look like you haven't got much energy. Why put yourself through this? At the end of the day, you can't be mad at those people because this is a personal goal you've chosen to pursue. So really, that success of losing fat or changing your body is something that you're aspiring to see. Obviously, online now, you get people that can share that with you, which is great. So you can get support on there. It's part of the reason why we have a group on Facebook. If you want to join that, let me know. We'll let you in. So we can, share what we're going through day to day. It just helps, with people's mental aspect and their mentality towards pursuing these goals. But let's just go off the bat. I mean, you have to remember one thing. Just always remember this. Your body, okay, you share your body with a bunch of processes that are going on. So your body doesn't understand that you want to get ready for a photo shoot. Your body doesn't understand that you want to look good on the beach. Your body doesn't understand that you want to get ready for a bodybuilding competition. When you're pushing your body very, very hard and you're losing body fat, your body's going to try and survive. So you know what? It's going to make you feel like shit because it wants you to stop. You're going to feel hungry. You're going to feel weak. You're going to feel, you're going to get cravings. You're just generally going to feel shit. And a lot of the time, I'm telling you right now, a lot of the time, let's say you're doing an intense 12 to 16 week diet, a lot of the time during that period, believe it or not, you're going to spend feeling shit. That's the reality. Because it doesn't matter which way you slice it. I know you see people out there with if it fits your macros. I know you see people out there doing ketogenic diet. I know you see people out there doing carb cycling, high protein, all these different diets. The reality is when you're trying to lose fat, whichever method you use, all you're doing is trying to intelligently starve yourself. You're putting yourself into a situation where you're starving yourself because you're taking less energy, calories than your body needs, than your body uses basically to get through the day, creating a deficit, which is going to create fat loss. It's going to help your body tap into fat stores for energy. It's like, shit, I'm not getting enough energy here, so I'm going to go into the fat. Your body does not like that. It doesn't want to work that way. These fat stores you have, they're for survival situations. So your body is going to try and minimize your energy so that you don't want to go out and do stuff. It's going to send signals to your brain to eat, to feed up, to replenish and find energy sources to feed it. So you're going to feel crap. And a lot of the time when you're dieting, unless you're very lean to begin with, you'll look at your physique and you know what you'll be like, oh, why am I doing this? I look worse. And the reason is because obviously your muscles recede a bit because they're not full of carbohydrates, glycogen, and the fat layer that you have on top of your muscles, is not lean enough to the point where you might not be happy. You might not be able to find as what you want. You might think to yourself, God, my bingo wings look worse, or my stomach looks more like flabby, or whatever. And that's because it takes time to do these sort of things. Losing fat isn't a 1 or 2 week thing, and you have to be prepared for that. If you're prepared for it, then you will overcome it. Because remember one thing, you are capable of going to the gym. You are capable of doing cardio. You are capable of surviving the day on the food that you're given. Okay? You're not going to fall to pieces. Nothing dramatic is going to happen. But if you're not mentally capable of doing this, you will fail 100%. So you have to be aware that you're going to feel like shit, you're going to feel hungry, you're going to have days where you don't feel like you can work out. The other day, I went to the gym and I will tell you I had the worst workout that I've had in the last 6 months because I just didn't feel strong. The weights felt much heavier than they usually do, but you just got to get through it, because guess what? My body was capable in the end of doing a workout. Just my mind wasn't into it. My body, I was feeling like I was losing energy. I was feeling weak. But you just go through it. You have to. If you want this goal, you truly want it. Because a lot of people say they want something, but they don't really. They like the idea of it. They like the idea of, oh wow, like I've seen someone on the internet change their body. I'd like to do that. Or wow, I'd like to do a photo shoot. Or wow, I'd like to fit into a size whatever dress. Here, or I want to look great on holiday. There's a difference between like and want, because want means that whatever comes your way, doesn't mean it's going to be easy, it's going to be hard, but you will do it because you want that goal so bad. So you will do whatever it takes. So you have to remind yourself this, and you have to tell yourself this, that no pre-hand, that as you walk this path, you're gonna have a lot of bumps, you're gonna have a lot of lows. But if you can get past those, that's what separates the people who do change their body to those who don't. That's the reality. And if you think it's not a big thing, there's a whole fitness industry, supplement industry, that have made billions and billions and billions of pounds, okay, on selling people the idea that you can do this easily. Fad diets, fad supplements, and people buy into it. Not because they're weak, because the appeal of doing anything but having to go through hardship is worth parting with their money. But the reality is, there is no way to achieve any sort of goal in life unless you're willing to be consistent, basically, in suffering. That's the reality. You have to learn to love to suffer. You have to learn to love to be uncomfortable, because that's where you make your biggest stride. Just think about it logically. If something's easy, it's never, when something's easy, you're happy to do it. You're positive to do it. Do you know what I mean? But when the tough gets going, that's when you'll see like who does want to do it, who doesn't want to do it, who really is interested. So just get your mindset like that. I know it's tough for a lot of people. I know it sucks when people are around you eating, but you just have to accept it for what it is. And if you build this shit up in your head bigger than what it is, and you start to feel sorry for yourself, and you start to tell yourself how shit your life is and how shit your body is or whatever, you're just going to make things 10 times worse for yourself, because the world isn't out there. Okay, yeah, physically, yes. But in reality, the world is up here. Okay? That's where it resides. Okay? It's within you. So you have the choice to be like, oh, for fuck's sake, I don't want to do cardio. Oh my God, do I have to eat chicken and broccoli or whatever? The other thing to it, do you know what? I've got to do this. I've got to get my cardio done. I'm not even going to engage about how I feel, because it needs to be done, because I have to be consistent if I want to get to that result. And I'm not prolonging this. I'm not going to turn a 16-week or 12-week plan into a year fiasco of yo-yoing up and down. So it's on you, really. But I just wanted to go over this because I know a lot of people suffer with it. Hope it helps.